I just went how long without realizing that my mic audio wasn't on. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Wow, wow, I'm an idiot. This is why I should have checked the stream on my phone beforehand. Anyways, Pensy fan, good to see you. Capital Region, you probably left because I didn't realize my mic was off. Whoops. Um, Anyways, I've been talking to myself for the last 10 minutes, not realizing that no one was able to hear me, but we're back in action. Um, so, anyways, like I was saying before I realized my mic wasn't on, this area is supposed to be based off of Port Newark in the Jersey area, and there's no engine facility there. So, like, do I really need it? I mean, I'm gonna need a place just to store engines. The problem is I just don't know where. I mean, like a simple service facility, I guess would be nice. You can, like, plant something here, something here, a couple tracks. I mean, you really don't need for technically a 6-track shop. I guess 2 will do. Like, just 2 things here. Let's do, no, where's 9? What? Okay, there it is. Just flatten this out real quick. We'll extend this out more. Get rid of that. Nope. Am I even on the right track? Yeah, 115 jointed. So then probably, I think my best course of action here would be to have a second switch come up here. And curve that way, go straight, brake. And then, oh, no, wrong button. Whoops. Whoa, boy. Oh, buddy. There you go. We're going to have to do that. Make the switch clean. Is this straight? No, it is. Rotate this switch. Nope, don't place it. Rotate it. Stand by, chat. Okay, we are back. Anyways, like I was doing, we have this ladder here. Pull this out. Okay, this isn't straight. I don't like how that looks. Oh, I just realized it's not. That's why. Yeah, there you go. Oh, no. Why are you doing that, Chief? Okay, you're not supposed to do that. There you go. No. Crap. There you go, that looks better. Okay, so then it's gonna turn out a little, boy, no. So it's gonna turn up a little bit more than usual. So we're gonna have the yard, like a small couple tracks to store the engines, like somewhere here. Probably. Probably have it like somewhat parallel. So then what we'll do is I'll put these tracks through here. Oh, that's not right. Okay, we're gonna have to fix that soon. Damn, what's good, homie? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my autism, which is this gigantic rail yard that I'm building. Well, it's gonna be a port eventually, but this is just the start of. This isn't even a fraction of what I'm planning to build. So let's see. Let's fix this height just enough so that you can see the rail. Not too much. You can see the ties. Well, usually in like when it comes to this, usually the top of the rails are kind of flush with the track, with the concrete, so that you're not sticking out too much. I think, at least from what I've seen, but you can still see the rail. This will do. Wait, what if I put check rails down? Actually, hold on. The check rails right there. I'm an idiot. No, because they do that. No, because they do that weird thing where they stick out like that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Clickety clack trigger. Forgot about this. This is even different. What are the settings for this? Oh yeah, the radius, ASP determinant. Don't care. Anyways, back to building. Swing this mother trucker around. Make sure it's straight. How well can this fit engines? I'm curious. So in a situation like this, let's just put an RS18U in here. CP rail RS18U. Here we go. Let's do one of these ones. Oh yeah, that fits with no problem at all, actually. Perfect. That actually looks fire. I don't know, I love the plows on these things. The way the plows look just looks so cool. Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. So, we're going to probably do is I'm going to try to make the switches. Oh, God. I did it here. I managed to make the switch, like, peacefully curved, I guess, because this game does not like it when you build switches on curves. So I'm going to see if I can do it for here. So, I mean, I could probably move this closer, if anything. That's a little too... Hold on. Let's build it out from here. So if I do, like, this... Oh, boy, the game does not like that already. Okay, so hold on. Let's put that... Come on, you prick. There you go. Oh, already do not like how that looks. We're gonna... Come on. Again, this game does not like it when you build on curves. So we're going to do it like that. Okay. So we got that coming through. Kinda works. Pull that out a bit. So then, I could probably move this in, actually. Oh, wait, wrong menu. Well, that's also going to determine how well it'll curve when I come out of this. That doesn't look too bad. That looks pretty graceful. A little tight for locomotives, but I think it'll be fine. Keyword, I think. Let's see, if we put down... Let's do an SD40-2. Let's see how it looks coming around this curve. Let's do 2 SD40-2s. Let's just see. Okay, back to back, these things actually do look pretty cool. So if we start coming around the curve... Alright, not terrible, not to my liking, but yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Especially if you do like an SC70 ACE. Let's get an ACE out here. I'll do Duo BNSF ACEs. I know these are the crappy renders, but you know what, they're still renders. So if they come around... Yeah, it's still a little tight. Don't like that. Let's clean that up. I think the best option to clean it up though is if I came... The best option is if... Yeah, the best option is if I just pull the curve out more. Uh-oh. Why is... Okay, there you go. The game wasn't responding for a minute. Yeah, that's a little better. And then we'll do... that. Yeah, there you go. So then... this... rotate... Nope. No. What's the wrong button? What is this? Oh? Oh, okay. Object move. So then we're gonna move... Oh, why is it do... I don't like that. Okay, we're gonna fix that real quick. Yep, flat. Yep, that's better. Don't know why they're doing that. Okay. Weird terrain moment. Okay. I think I'm gonna then move it in a way so it's rotated neatly. Let's throw an engine in there for reference. Let's get the NSSC70 ACs that I have. ECU. Just as good. My favorite engine. Alright, we come out the back end of it. Wish I could just do back to back just so I can... Okay. I'm sensing a little bit more on the engineer side on this end. And it's very even here. Yeah, so I gotta straighten it. Yeah, you can just see too. I zoom the camera in. You could just see how that's crooked as hell. I gotta fix that. There you go. That looks a little better. not terrible. And then we'll do it for this end too. Just nope, wrong button. Okay, so what I'll probably do now... Oh, God, that's going to be risky if I can try to get it out of this turn. I'll do it from right here. Now, first off, straighten that out. Straighten this out. Oh, right off the bat, that's sharp. So the best course, again, to drag it out and just try to find a middle ground, I guess. Find like some middle ground. I mean, God, okay. That's just flat out not doable for giant ACE. Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. This might not be possible. Hold on. I remove this spline. You get that weird, annoying spline, the switch thing, where like the points are absolutely teeny tiny. Like if I throw the switch, of course it doesn't show, but you can just see like how tiny the points are. That's not supposed to be the case. So this is where we're gonna try. That's not terrible. The curves aren't the best. Unless I come like... Well, it's not a lot of rail yards being built anymore. I mean, maybe there's rebuilds of like... I think Atlanta rebuilt their container port to make it more logistically sound. But I eventually want to make some railroad documentaries in the future. I have tons of ideas that I want to do, which I'm not going to spoil, because I don't want to spoil any upcoming plans I may or may not have. But I do have some things in the works. But in the moment, I need to figure out how in the God's green earth am I going to figure this curvature out. The best course of action would probably just to be them. Hold on, let's get this out of the way. And just move this up a bit, and then we're gonna pull the switch out. It does that weird thing, that's annoying. I might have to start a second switch down here. Again, that's not... Oh, God, I hate how it does that. Trying to get decent switches for me is like the bane of my goddamn existence. Okay, this has to get completely out of the way. Flush it out with this track here, this running track. And we're gonna push this back a bit, like there. And then I'm thinking maybe we can have it cross out of here. We'll have a bit of a runaround track. Yeah, that works. Oh, don't like how it's doing that though. we're gonna, there you go, flush that out, pull it back like that. Oof, God, those are some, well, those are, because the points are decently sized. But this has got to be longer. Maybe if I actually come down, I could probably get more. It's not going to be crazy big. It's more or less just going to be a place just to store engines and just quickly maintain them. So maybe you don't even need the engine shop. Honestly, I might not even need the engine shop. What I could just do is, hold on, timeout. Delete. Nope, no, you prick. There you go. That is what I want. There you go. Like, actually, that works better. Something like that. It's a couple tracks just to store some engines. And then we can have the other leg, or the ladder coming out just here. But this time, this is gonna like really swing out a bit. And then it's just gonna go up like that. Straighten. Oh, no, what are you doing, game? No. There you go. Nope. B. Sure. Oh. Yeah, that works just as well. I don't like how that looks getting a little stupid for some reason to me. Okay, hold on. Does that affect? Yeah, it affects that switch. Okay, whatever. This works. So then, yeah, something like this just to hold a few engines in. Nothing extreme. Oh, no, not... Ugh, God, I hate this game sometimes. Well, that's just my fault for not hitting the right... hitting shift. So I'm just going to swing out like that. Actually, we'll pull it back a little bit. We'll pull it back this way. And then I could pull this. Give myself a little more room. Nothing crazy. And then we'll pull this through. I feel like I'm making this overtly complicated for an engine facility. It's not terrible, but could be better, could be worse. I think the best option here would just have that come out there to that track. That's going to be an ungodly curve, but I could probably make it work by just sliding the switch back here. It interferes with that switch. Of course it does. That means this switch is going to have to be pulled back. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to do this. This, that, bada bang, bada boom. Okay, we could probably, I could probably. That ain't gonna look the best, is it? We're gonna find out. Game didn't want it to work for a second, okay. Clearly the game doesn't like that, so, nope, wrong button. So we're gonna just... That's not terrible. And then, quick place to store some engines. And then we'll put a fuel truck somewhere. So we'll do an office. Let's see, yard. Office with nightlight. Here we go. Yard closet. Nope. Yard office. Here we go. Do the yard office like here, I guess. Yeah, two of them. Okay, so then I need a fuel truck. I need fuel point, fuel crane, fuel left, fuel point, fuel tank, dock, depot variant, what? Okay, sure. Let's do a truck. No, truck. There we go, truck. Fridge body, no. Ramp, no. Definitely not. Oh. No. Oh, bulk liquid container. No, not exactly what I'm looking for. Just a regular normal fuel truck. Ooh. That doesn't look like... Nope, nope. That's an airport truck, isn't it? It's an airport truck. That's not bad. Not what I need, though. No. Ooh. It's a sprayer truck, but you know what it will do. This will act unless MRL. Huh, I didn't know Montana Rally was in Europe. Okay, well, not what I need. Doesn't look like they have what I want. Okay, I'll have to re-download it. Or download one. So we're just gonna put a truck here, fuel truck. So then basically when our train drops off there, when the train is done, we'll use these engines as an example. So basically I'm gonna, either, usually in situations like this, the engine will come back through the yard, back up through here, and then pop through here, pop up, pop over, then pop back, and then it'll go up the yard ladder, and then just park right in there. Not a terrible place. Maybe I can move this or put another ladder or crossover right here, because this is supposed to be a track for trains to get dropped off on, but I imagine they're not going to be like that long to where like they barely fit. I mean, you never know. We'll throw a switch in just in case. It wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt. My question is, it's going to latch onto one of those splines. Is it? No, it created its own spline. Shocker. How far back? Not too far back. Like right there. Yeah, for a yard thing, that's nothing. Yeah, perfect. Would you look at that? Wow, I made more progress than I have in the last like year building this damn yard. Shocker. Well, I've also been busy with other things like school and life. So, don't like that switch being there. Inch. Okay. Rotate that switch stand because I don't like it being there. And we'll put that there. Why not? That's not the best. Yeah, we'll put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Put it in ways that the switch stands are easy to access to, and the cursor will get run over. That's not a good spot. Ooh, I could see a little bit of a. Am I zoomed in? No, I am. I was zoomed in. Okay, I can see. I feel like a little bit of a tight curve here, so I'm just gonna pull this back. It's not supposed to be straight. It's a rail yard, but yeah, that'll do. So basically, if a train gets dropped off, it comes up through here, and then it's gonna come down. Well, in this case, if you're coming on this track, you're probably gonna have to cut down here and then shove back up this track. Oh, fuck. Switch over, and then you're at the engine facility. Bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo. There's our engine. Yard power. We're going to move it up a little bit with... Just put, oh boy, you're not supposed to be backwards. We could make it backwards if we wanted to. I mean, I mean, some yard power does work like that, but yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's have the yard power work like that. Why not? Why the hell not? For this track, it's gonna be like I'm thinking of making it the runaround. I don't know why, but I just wanted. I think it was a runaround. I don't remember why I had this here. No, it was an exit. It's supposed to be one of two exit tracks for the yard. So anytime there was an intermodal or like a manifest leading, you would probably actually what I could probably do is really want to go all out. Do something ridiculous. Do something like no, dick. No, mother. God damn it! There you go. Okay. This isn't smart. This isn't the best option, but it is an option. If we do, oh god, this hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I regret even trying to do this. Oh, that just hurts. I don't know why, but that just looks ungodly unnecessary. I mean, for trains that are leaving, they go down this track. Just, why did? Oh god, I question my friends sometimes. I'm just question them sometimes. I question them a lot. What is my friend? Hold on, my friends are being an idiot. Okay, anyways, we're back. So if a freight train's coming out from this track here, let me realign the switch. So if you're coming out from this track, you could cut through up here and run around. That's kind of slow. Or the alternative, which is, I mean, I guess it could be like the mainline runaround track per se for. I guess it could be like, yeah, yard departure 1 and departure 2. So like if this area is blocked because the local's working it, or yeah, if this part of the leg is blocked because the local is working here, something like that, which I don't think they would. But I guess for a cut through for certain trains, again, I don't know. I'll figure this out. How long have I been streaming for? 49 minutes. Okay, well. Ooh, I don't like that there's a gigantic hole right there. Oh, the whole track here was dipped. That's not supposed to happen. Honestly, the best course of action for this would just be probably just have everything get pulled up, back up here, go back up through here, and then just shove it into the departure yard. Because what are you gonna do? Do a U-turn, a weird U-turn up here and shove the cars in? You can't really do that. I didn't really think this part through, did I? Freak. I mean, I could just delete this and like shove this all the way back, but I don't know. And so far it's interesting. This area is getting really busy though. I don't think the camera's supposed to be zoomed out that much. Okay, I guess so. I guess I'm just so used to being zoomed in like that. What I'll do is actually, hold on. Just let the power out like that. Do I do a test run? Nah, let's keep building. Over here, I'm probably going to put like some industrial park, probably. Over here, I have no idea what I'm going to put. Maybe some abandoned industrial park. Again, I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it at this point. I guess I could do that. Well, it doesn't look the best, but you know what? It's something. Unless I put the switch here and then it crosses over right here. I feel like I'm thinking too logically about this, but that's just me. Well, this is supposed to be a smaller version of... This is only a piece of my railroad that I'm building. The big railroad is called the Quinton Northern. This part of the route I've been working on for about... Oh, God, like maybe almost a whole year, because I've just been putting it off. And just like, I haven't really been paying that much attention to it recently. There's like a good couple months where I didn't pay attention to my fictional railroad at all. Actually, you know what? I'll show you while I'm here. I'll show you the full Quinton Northern route, what it looks like so far. What it looks like so far. Because it's absolutely huge. Actually, while I'm doing that, let me actually get a screen grab up of what the route looks like. Nope. Well, I have it drawn out to be. New window. Okay. Let's see, go there. Not what I want. Is it this one? Nope, that's not it either. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. No, that's definitely not it either. Where on God's green earth is this folder? Which folder is it? Okay. Let's see, is this the PDF? Is this the right one? Yeah, this is the right one. Okay. So here. Oh, wait, wrong game, wrong tab. Okay. So here, where are we? Okay, we're on the Crennichan line. This is the Crennichan line. This is supposed to be a line that goes up to a coal mine. This is what I have it built up to so far. This is Prince, right? This is the Prince? Yeah. This is CP Prince, the town of Prince. That used to be a former interchange between the CMNRQ, Crennichan Mountain Line something. I don't remember what the name of the railroad was. But this used to be an interchange point of the two railroads, and then it got condensed down to just this. This is just some old passenger equipment that's just rotting away. And then some cars with railroad ties in them. It goes up here, around this famous curve, this horseshoe-looking curve, which I have to rebuild because it's not the best. Goes up this grade. You come down here through Valley 1, the Valley 1 signal, then you get to CP Mac, the McPherson siding. You come down here, and here we are at the heart of the railroad, or one of the many hearts of it. This is CP Quinn. You have it divided into different signals. Wait, where? Wait, timeout. Okay, there they are. So we have these signals, we have these signals. And then this is the Burrank yard. This is one of the major rail yards on the line. We have an engine facility here, which I'm building. And then, actually, what was I doing here? I guess I was just rebuilding the engine facility. I just got this little guy just sitting right here. What do I have in here? MRL, BNSF, and Susquehanna just hiding out in there. Alright. Old abandoned engine facility. Old roundhouse with some old equipment that's not being used. Coal and gravel yard. Some of the coal trains come down here and get switched out. This way the empties are stored if there's overflow up at the yard, up at the mountain line. We have a branch line right here. Get some street running that leads off into some industries. Oh god, this is the feather line. This is an old traction railroad that got turned into an industrial line. So we got some empty ballast cars that go to an industry over here. This is a Cassell. And then we have, this is the CP Wyatt. This is the passenger railroad. This is also part of December Region Transit. This is another passenger railroad that runs through here. This is where the passenger railroad overlaps with, what was this asset now? It overlaps with the Quinton Northern's Bringenberg Secondary. And this is the railroad so far. If I zoom out, this is like a fraction of what I've built, and this is not including scenery. You follow the railroad, it goes all the way down here, it goes to here, which is Avella, and the Avella connection, which goes off to this intermodal terminal, which I've built and I have yet to continue building. So just go over here. This is where the intermodal trains are loaded and unloaded, including some auto racks, which I might expand this facility. Definitely actually going to expand that. And then we go down, not the Crenshaw line, the Quinton subdivision, which is one of the major main lines. What song is this? I don't know, it does not fit the vibe of what I'm looking for, but okay, sure. We'll play this song. I'll play this song in a minute. Please don't be an ad. Please don't be an ad. Please don't be an ad. Uh-oh. Hold on. Stand by. YouTube's not cooperating. There we go. I'll play this song in a minute. No, I don't actually. No, I don't remember him at all, actually. No, this is a fictional railroad. This is all fictional that I've created. The Quinton Northern is not real. It's based off of real things, but this is not a real railroad. This is something that I've drawn up. This is the interlocking called the Wolf Hill Tower. Oh, I forgot I had a local here. What do we have? D&H. Okay, nice. Then we have this little scene that I've built so far. It's a nice little scene that I've built. The road crossing, a house, a little old abandoned town. And then we go up. We have one of my favorite spots, which I want to build soon, which is called Harlow. It's a big rail fanning spot. Trains cresting the hill. Then you go down here, Briscoe, Comongonre, Arrow. And we got the mountains up here, which I haven't touched in a minute. This is going to be fun to build. And then Pioneer, which is supposed to be an old mountain railroad town that is now sort of has a little lumber industry, and then is a helper station for heavy freight trains to get up and down. I actually have not touched this in a minute. Huh. Forgot I built this. And then you come down the hill in the slide end, and then we go to this town, which I have yet to rename. We got, originally this line that splits off over here used to be the Brangenberg Railroad. I forget the name of the railroad. Just one guy standing here for scale to show you how tall this is. It probably shouldn't be this tall, but I made it this tall. Yeah, this used to be the Brangenberg Railroad. And then this used to be an old yard at the railroad interchange app, and now it's just condensed down to hold some maintenance of way equipment right here, including some like spreader, Jordan Snow spreaders. So this is the railroad so far. Let me pull up what the railroad looks like on a map. Specific window. Yeah, specific window. Let's do. No. I want. No, I don't want. How do I get? Hold on. I want that tab. Stand by. Okay, that's not gonna work. Alright, I'll just pull it up on here. Drive. Let me just switch windows real quick. Oh, actually, before I do that, I don't want to. Let's see. Hold on. There you go. Let's see if it works now. Please work. Please work. Please work. Please work. Why isn't it showing? Oh, because I did it through here. Whoops. Why is there... Okay, wait. Oh, okay. Here we go. Change window. Work? Why isn't it working? I don't know why it's working. It's whatever. I'll show it to you one day. Or, you know, full screen application. Hold on. Or I could just switch it to screen. This is going to look funny. Hold on. There you go. Turn that off. Boom. This is what my railroad is supposed to look like. If we zoom in as much as I can, this is only a fraction of what I've built. And that's not including scenery and other tracks. And then over here at Port Plymonte is what I'm trying to build. And then this is just one region. You have the December region here. Oh my god, I don't remember the rest of my divisions. You have the native division here. The Rivorn division's down at the bottom. And I think this is the Urso sub? Genuinely do not remember. Stand by. Yeah, this is this Google Sheets where I have all my information on. Lines. Yeah, so you have the Rivorn, then Cordera Valley, that's what it is. Uh-oh. No, shoot. So we have Cordera Valley, Native Division, Fort Urso Sub, and then the December region. And I might actually split it up into another division because I might be adding more tracks. And then you have a bunch of other smaller railroads. You have the Cartic Area Transit Authority, CATA. You have the Adeline and Florence. You have the Williams District, the Rivorn and Seathern, the Aurelia Joint Line, which is my favorite ones. December Region Transit. We have New Divide Rail Link. This is based after Lincoln Park, actually. And then we zoom in more. We got the New Mills Central. We have the Creewarren Halier, the Ridgey Central, IR County Railroad. What else do we have? The DRT again. Port Pacewind Railroad. They serve a couple ports up here as well. Oh my god, I forgot about the Port Pacewind. Holy crap. What other railroads am I forgetting that we had? Oh, the Loc Union. Yeah, we had a small local railroad up here, the Loc Union. I have two railroads up here, which I have yet to name. Yeah, it's a gigantic rail yard. We have the Tagine Line, the Burley Connection, Brentley Connection, Conclish Sub, Malavisagan Line, the Packard Line, the Scataway Sub. Oh, wrong button. We got Sloughburg Junction, Rising Junction. Oh, I forgot. That was a cool name I did, Rising Junction. We have Thayam Yard, Valeria Junction, the Halier Sub, the J-Through Line, Oh my god, the Haley or something. I forgot about that line. The San Zion secondary, the Fox line, the Quinton sub. There's just so much here. Yeah, the E line, the Greenwichin line that goes up to the Patatar mine, the Cordera branch, the New Mill line, the Fort Urso sub. This is another cool name, Fort Urso sub. That's from Jyn Erso from Star Wars, actually. Uh, what else we got? Euland Yard in the town of Danielson, the Reynolds branch, Voline Yard, Periblum Yard, Beltall Yard, the Lands Connection, Port of Admiral T.J. Lance, the Kartik District, Loop 16. That's supposed to be a sulfur mine down there. 16. I think a sulfur. Remember, sulfur is like the 16th element in the periodic table. The EKN branch, which goes to a power plant. Herrera Connection, Peace Yard at Talush, I think that's what it is. The Stike branch, Port Salkeen. Yeah, it's a gigantic project I've been working on for a while now. I think like the last 3 years I've been working on this. And if we go here, we have all the railroads, what yards they run to, what their start and end points are, specific rules that they have, any special information. Station numbers. This is only a fraction of what I've done so far. We have all the yards, most of the yards actually. Locomotive roster, I still gotta work on this. I gotta work on the new intermodal symbols, which I have yet to do. Customers, we have different customers. That's all the customers. Where's the new customer tab? I think I have a new customer tab. I think it's at the beginning. Customers are car owned, yeah. So we have all the railroads that own these cars and customers that the railroad serves. So we have Sienna Chemical, Cision Quarry, Statlander Bakery, Sauce Materials. Actually, I gotta change this. This name actually changed to Cassell. I keep it in Sauce, why not? The Sainbu Power Company, Rust Valley Recycling, Quinton Spirits, McNamara Copper Mine, the New Madrid Steel I have to work on, Osley Transload, Wicks Wheat Supply, Westing Steel, Torino Lumber, what else? Gatekey Distribution, David Team Track, Breeze Iron Mine, Buzzkill Sawmill and Paper Company. Oh, this was on the Reynolds branch. Axe Yard Recycling. This was South Quinton? Wait. The Brandenburg Secondary. Where the hell did I have it? Oh, this shares the property with Gatekey, if I remember correctly. Right? Line, working symbol, owned cars. Yeah, I don't have a milepost for this, so it's probably where it is. Cord elevator. Yeah. Yeah, so I got a lot. So, it's a busy thing. I don't know, bro. I need to know sulfur for Earth science regions on Friday. Dude, how do you have the patience for this? I don't know. This is just something that's kept me busy for a long time. And it just always has. So, oh yeah, I have dispatchers. I just have so much. Oh shit, that's ready. Give me 2 seconds. And we're back. Thank you. Appreciate that, Tim. Yeah, it's a lot. I keep it's fun though. I keep myself busy all the time with it. Yeah, I have like line codes, directions. What else have I? Let's see, frequencies, yards of like all the other railroads that I have. Symbols. Oh, symbols is so much. Where's my symbols? V3 symbols. Here we go. These are a fraction of the trains that run on the line. There's so many more trains and other things that I have to do. But these are some of the freight trains. You have the local trains which serve the regions and do different jobs. Like let's see. R211 works between Bravo Yard, which is over here, which is supposed to be the biggest yard in the railroad. Where does it work? R211 works between Bravo Yard and North Rabu and Takem. So it'll run one way one day and then come back the next. Oh no, boy! I just dropped my keyboard. Whoops, my phone on my keyboard. Let's see. R855 works out of Patatar as the Patatar switcher, so that's up the coal mine. R841 works Punk Yard and works industries along the San Zion Secondary and interchange with the Cardville Central. So that would be down here. Let's see. Let's go to the Rhyvorn Division. T294, which works out of 9th Avenue, works industries along the Burley and Thompson connection. So that would be down here. So the Burley connection is here, and the Lance connection is here. Oh no, Thompson and Lance. Wait, what did I say? T294, Burley and Thompson. Yeah, that's what it is. And then we have the Cordera Valley symbols. Let's see, S417. Between Kirch Yard and Theory Yards, the local switcher for Theory Yard. Crews are run out of time. Leave train for S418 and 418. Is local switcher for Theory Yard, finishes duties at S417. So Theory Kurt, oh boy. Nope, wrong thing again. Theory Yard is here. So what was the other symbol? Wait. Theory Yard and Kirch. Okay, yeah, the Kirch Yard's right over here in Myers. That's named after two of the guys from Band Shinedown. Yeah, it's a busy ass railroad. What other symbols do I have? We got the manifest trains. M146 goes from Burring to Bravo, goes from Bravo Yard to Ewland Yard. M397 goes from Pillar to North Rabu. And then the intermodal trains. I-217 goes from Avella to Port of Admiral T.J. Lance. It's a daily intermodal train. Let's see. What are these trains? The I-322 and the I-323. They're extra trains for the Admirals. Then you have the unit coal trains. Let's see. We got coal, grain. I'm going to have to add another grain train here. Fam to Peace. Why would it run to Peace Yard? Oh, because I guess it's a grain one. Yeah, that's right. Peace is supposed to have a grain mill up there. That's right. U361, Port of Admiral Lance to Eon is a loaded tank train daily for the Port Pacewind. Let's see, what else is there? U490 is an empty aggregate rock train as needed. Okay. And then U394 is a loaded ballast train as needed. Okay. I forgot about these symbols. We got the extra symbols down here. We also have what days they work and how needed they are. And then extra trains that come off the railroads, the relays. I know my storage is running out. I don't care. Yeah, it's busy. Locals up there. Yeah. Banu's here. What's good, Banu? Welcome to the stream. Explaining to my friend the wonders of the Quinton Northern. Let me connect back with the right thing. Where is it? TRS-19. Here we go. Hold on. There we go. So, let me go back to Port Plymonte. I'll show you what I've done so far. So I added an engine facility, number one. Some small, nothing crazy. This is going to be the yard offices. I got to arrange those. I did this stupid thing with the switches right here. It doesn't look the best, but you know what? It works. It's something. This, I don't know what the hell is going on here, but it just doesn't look like it's supposed to work in real life. Yeah, that's really all I've done. I spent like 20 minutes trying to build this, and I'm how far into my stream? I'm an hour 17 into my stream. The first 10 minutes I didn't realize my microphone wasn't on, so you couldn't hear me. But, your favorite, Manu? The RS-18Us with a NS Slug working at the helper job. Welcome to the Quinton Northern. I cannot wait for when I get these locomotives in their own Quinton Northern scheme. That's going to be cool. I'm trying to think logically of like how I want to build this yard. I think what I'm just going to do is I'm going to like curve the track up to like the waterfront. Because I know there are some like places back in the day where the rears used to curve right up to the waterfront and like, drop off a handful of freight cars. So I might just do that with the departure yard, honestly. I don't know. I haven't really... Or I completely demolish what I've built here when it comes to the port, and then just completely, you know, push this further down so that it's not interfering with the freight yard. I don't know what I want to do. I have like 30 ideas running through my mind right now, and I don't know where to start. But all I built today was this fucking 3-track yard that took me way too long to build. So, it's something. Indeed, we do love to see it. It's something. Let me finish extending this out, though. Let me finish doing these. This is going to take me a minute. What did I just hit? I hit caps lock for some reason. Okay, this is getting in the way. This isn't going to help. So let me move this over here. I'll just stick it like right there. Yeah, there you go. That works. That curves in a funny way I don't like. I think that was just so I can like curve the tracks back together and make them look decent enough. looking, but you know what? It works. You can probably pull this out more straight. Yeah, that works. Straighten that out. Hold on. Oh boy. Ah. Okay, so. No, no, how, what the, god damn it, game. I gotta keep holding shift when I do this. I'm not really measuring out the distance between these tracks, because quite frankly, I don't care. I'm just judging. I'm just guessing at this point. Everything is just a guessing game. Okay. I love intricately guessing track placements in this game. I mean, it's a rail yard, now it's supposed to be perfect. I guess when you get onto the main line, like, you want it to be kind of decent, but we're not James J. Hill. We're not building the goddamn Empire Builder route. I will say it will be pretty funky, you know, seeing a freight train departing while a passenger train goes right over you. That is an interesting view, though. Like, being in a passenger train and seeing that as your view, that is pretty funky. And pretty cool. Oh my god, Ugh, it's too early to go to bed. Too early to sleep. I sleep real shit. Track. That's not. Actually, no, I'm gonna pull it back. There you go. That's better. those are too close. Splits right down the middle. That is an interesting looking track, though. Does we take like it's like a manifest cut like down there, put it like there. Yeah, that's plenty of clearance. Yeah, and you put it there. Oh yeah, you have plenty of clearance there. Okay. Here's my camera. Ah. Yeah. Just do that. Makes me feel a little better. I gotta put more cars in here. Is what I have to do. This zombie yard is empty. Actually, what I'll just do is, I know I'm getting distracted. I'll take this cut, and then I'll just drag it right here, and then I'll just break off parts and then just throw them in randomly and see what happens. Oh, what the hell? I guess you can just do that. Yeah, sure, that works. Alright, well, you know what? We made some okay progress. I think I'm going to call it there for the night. I'm going to go catch some sleep. So, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I can't thank you guys enough. Hope you all have a good night. My name's Captain Echo. Be safe. I'll see you all on the battlefield. Echo out.